my student teacher reflection video. Today I'm going to talk about what I learned as an educator and a few areas that I've mastered and the areas of growth during my time of student teaching. I would say that my strengths as an educator are building relationships with my students. The past two observations that I recorded my lessons for, I was able to properly greet them, and I was able to check in with them before starting my lesson prior, because you never know what students are going through, and it's always good to build that rapport between students going into your lesson. I've also learned that I need to meet students where they're at based on their learning needs. So what that means is I'm consistently adjusting my instruction every single day. I'm progress monitoring their student academic progress, whether that be in the general education classroom or whether that be in the learning center where I support students. And I'm basically keeping track bi-weekly or by the week. A few areas that I can grow in is coming up with strategies to sustain focus. I think there were a few times where my students would be off task, and sometimes I would know how to redirect them through my voice. But I think just having more resources, what kind of sensory supports I can use, or how I can grab their attention back when tasks aren't sufficient or not sufficient, when tasks aren't interesting to them. I want to find different ways to grab their attention, whether that be having those supports in their hands or maybe projecting more visuals to them so learning can be more accessible. Another area that I feel like I've mastered is presenting and delivering my instruction in the best way possible. I wanted to implement more visuals this semester for student teaching, and I feel like I did do that to meet my students' needs where they were at. I had a vocabulary lesson of pictures along with a few sentences so that they can spark their ideas. In my first lesson too, I was able to keep them more engaged through sensory touch, whether that be on the table or on their paper. Growing my relationships with them, and I think I want to have more opportunity with just finding different ways to adjust to many students, not just my focus students, but on paper I just want to see where I can grow as an educator. So, yeah, that was all. And in terms of support from my SSP and USP, I feel like that was a great touch. Betty, you did a good job with just supporting me and giving me awesome feedback. Same with my mentor, Diana. She's been really honest with me in terms of things I did well and things I can be better at. Having both of those combined feedbacks will allow me to grow my practice as a future professional educator. Thank you and have a good day.